And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
On the return, here's Hall. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Haskins in the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at the 34. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Haskins. Catch here, left side, Thomas. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The contact. He was covered by Richard Sherman.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Haskins. The throw taken in by Sims. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
With the score, Niners 3, Washington nothing.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Haskins going to throw again. 4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So now on 4th down, Washington will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins. From the right hash, this from 48. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
On the return, the Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The corner, Ronald Darby, comes up to get him.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Running left, Coleman on the toss. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Now Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. They'll run with Coleman on first down. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
On 2nd down now, it's Coleman. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. It's 36. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
At the 26-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
At the 18-yard line.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. It's been a long day for you.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Haskins out of the gun. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When we talk about the best corners in the league, we're usually saying shutdown corners, guys you can't complete passes against. Richard Sherman fits that definition to a T. The best part of his game, no wasted moves. He studies the opponent so well, hard to get a pass on Richard Sherman.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. There's Garoppolo to throw. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this 1st half. To throw is Garoppolo. He finds Coleman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
Out of bounds just short of midfield.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Intended for George Kittle. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 4.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. 54.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. Final play of the half, it's Haskins. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he's taken down inside the 30. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. On first down, it's Haskins. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him.
Haskins pass.
3 yards the gain there, second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
At the 38-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Haskins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Again, it's Haskins. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away, and it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle,
Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Akella Witherspoon. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Gould able to tack on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this carries into the end zone. And Hall not going to bring this one out.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make? And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack.
And it's third down.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Open man here, Sims complete. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker.
3 plays and out. It's 4th down.
And they'll indeed go for it with Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Haskins. Thomas brings it in. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
25 yards.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. Haskins looking to throw on first down. And yet again, Haskins is intercepted. 3rd time. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
9-yard line.
Because his primary job is defending against the pass, you don't often see a cornerback making tackles in the backfield. But he's playing run all the way here.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Oh, they're on him too. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington.
Touchdown, Washington.
And you don't see this one very often, but that one was blocked, deflected, whatever you want to call it, and they were able to pick it up and advance it into the end zone for a touchdown.
It is a punter with the heels of your shoes in the back of that end zone. Tough spot to be in. The nightmare scenario plays out. And he puts it through there within 3. It's 13-10.
Score, Niners 13. Washington 10. Dustin Hopkins to kick off for Washington.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Pettis now on the return. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
26 Mike.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 27.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 7 yards on the carry, make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
It's a gain of 7.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. He's got Sanu. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. The quick slant, good for 8 and a first. Draw play, Garoppolo gives to Mostert. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Ryan Kerrigan in on the stop. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 43-yard line.
54, right there, right there.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. The Niners on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6. A play fake from Mostert. Now Garoppolo. Got his target, Samuel. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. It's 37. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
13.
Garoppolo on first down. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
2nd and 3 at the 30-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Garoppolo now gets this one to Juszczyk. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. Garoppolo looking to throw. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Now Garoppolo. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 10-yard line.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. So the victory here for